Hey everybody, here I am. All right, so it is Saturday evening, the day after the 4th of July. I hope you're having a swell 3-day holiday weekend. I've been extremely busy this week. My God, been quite the week. I thought the last thing I'm going to do is sit down and do a Daisy video. As always, I never think I'm going to do one, and then here we go. Now, I have a question for you guys. Maybe it's just me. I find TikTok to be very confusing. I don't seem to be able to find any kind of like mental landing pad for this site. Part of it is I don't understand the search results. This little series of videos, I think there's like four of them where she's on the phone with this new puppet of hers. Um, Half the time it disappears. It'll disappear. I was convinced tonight that it had been removed. They'd all been removed and reshuffled. And I do another search, and then they a whole nother set of videos come up. I know some of these are like other people are talking about her, and then somehow I found these videos again. I don't understand it's just the way it collects videos and shows them. I don't really like it. YouTube is just sort of very easy to understand. Although she's got multiple channels on YouTube as well, and I'm bouncing around trying to see if there's anything new. So, hey, first world problems. But anyway, she's got a new disciple. Okay, we've seen this fellow, empathy angel goddess Frankie Shalala, or whatever. It appears to be a somewhat submissive gay fellow. And he is following her around like a puppy dog right now. And there's some other videos of her doing this weird. She does not know yoga. I mean, I know she's obsessed with hot yoga, but I did watch a minute or so, maybe not even a minute, of these videos where she's in her little apartment. There's the Frankie dude and then another lady, and she's going through these weird, awkward stretching. She'll do like three or four of them, and then we're done. That's her yoga classes. I mean, I don't do yoga, but it's just some. She's like awkwardly crawling around on the floor. They all kind of are, and then she has them do these weird motions, and I don't know what it is. It's like this is just her. I guess this is her cult leader, a cult light with two people, and we'll see how long this Frankie guy lasts, because he's really taking it on the chin here with this series where she's on the phone and she's going to show him how to be an empathy buddy or drain him. We're going to see how far this guy can get drained before he falls off the grid. Who knows? She seems to. When you think back, I was thinking about this today. Think back to a year ago and think of all the characters that she was surrounded with. John and all the people down at the beach and some buddies that came and went. And now it's like a completely new set, because we're on season 3. You know what I mean? Like I see this as a TV show. So we got a whole new cast of people coming in here. So we're going to start. She's still on the phone with this guy. Like I said, he's still got strength. This is another thing I was thinking of. He appears to be worshiping her in a way, looking up to her, wanting to learn, and I'm thinking, if you're going to Daisy as the person who's going to show you how to live life or, whatever, achieve, the ability to reach your higher potential or your higher self, you really got problems. I'm sorry. I think on the surface, and this is where I'm going to give him some grace, and some other people who have come and gone with her, is I think initially people get kind of, bedazzled and, kind of want to hope that this is going to turn out well when you enter a friendship with her. And it seems like almost everybody just kind of falls away, or they kind of, maybe they try a couple of times. You never see them again in these videos. A lot of guys that she's dating, like come and go. Nothing really sticks. Always some new, cast of character, a constant rotation of people. Where are her good, solid friends in real life? We're not talking about internet friends, but where are the good? Maybe she has some. I don't know. We haven't seen Mary in a while. Maybe she's still around. I suspect she actually works and has a life, but, whatever. Okay, are we ready to get into this? Here we go. I have not watched this. I kind of zipped through it just to see if this was seemed like it was even worth it. I don't know. This could be a big snooze fest. So anyway, let's dig in.
Okay, so basically, I need some empathy
Again.
because I'm feeling sad and hurt.
Okay.
And I want to tell you what's wrong so that I can process some emotions. And by talking about what happened and what was said, it is hereby considered a venting and wallowing session.
We can't get enough of those. So thank you for delineating that that's what this is going to be. Okay, now we can move forward. You can't write a script this funny.
Which means that it is not my truth, because when we vent and wallow and we talk about what's wrong, we're trying to get in touch with our emotions and our feelings because we're not feeling well. So the unpleasant emotions and body sensations need to be named.
See, what's weird about her is that she simultaneously needs your support. Okay, she's admitting she's vulnerable. She's got to go to her emotional side. She's got something she's got to get off her chest, but she's going to control every microsecond of how this interaction takes place. She's like the taskmaster and the person that wants emotional support. It's kind of a crazy dynamic.
But it's in order to dissolve enemy imaging, to bridge the gap, find a way forward, find out what would help.
See, what she's saying here is that the enemy imaging is that she's angry. She's angry at Big Ben. Well, at least she acknowledges it, that she wants to find a better path, instead of breaking the dresser drawer over his head because he doesn't want to get up and do this fake hot yoga with her at 3 a.m. Okay, so at least she's admitting that, she's got to keep her cool here.
And to give empathy. Empathy is like compassionate, loving, witnessing presence, and you give the person what they need the most. So I will tell you what's wrong and what happened, and then I'll tell you what I need from you. So I'll just guide you through the process. So are you cool with that?
Absolutely, and I'm honored that you would ask me. I'm honored.
Oh my God. Okay. He's honored. See, this is where he's at. This is where he's at mentally. He may not be at the same place in a couple months, but we'll see. Maybe he will be. But he considers this a great honor. Yeah. See, maybe he can help her.
Nothing more than help you.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, yeah, she's delighted. Here we go. There we go. It's right on the cusp of grabbing another person and draining them dry. This is exciting. We're right at the beginning of it, folks. Tidal wave's about to roll
I
over.
have had an issue with King Big Ben and all of our relationships. When we meet someone, it's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And eventually, in all of our relationships, we'll go through what's called a struggle stage. So, like, my friend Goddess Diana and I've done this a couple times, and some of my friends and intimate partners, usually it's the most intense. So Big Ben and I have really healthy communication.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing some self-care because there's been a pattern that's been repeating. So I will commit to waking up early and to working out and to getting enough rest. Like, sleep seems to be the issue. And sleep seems to be the need. I mean, a need for more sleep. So not for me, but for my partner. However, it's for him to discover his needs. But both of us identified that was his need. So
wait a minute. Okay, so now we've, what a process. This is so in depth. We figured out that Ben needs sleep. He doesn't want to get up at 3 a.m. All right. Well, how long did that take?
Got a lot going on. I understand that. I get up at 3
he does something called work.
I'm ready to go.
I know that's a completely foreign concept to her, that you sleep during the night and get up and then you put all your energy into your job so you can pay for food, apartments, and all the stuff for your that your girlfriend, freeloader girlfriend, eats and drinks your coffee and all that stuff. She just can't. She can't relate to people who work. It's a struggle. She has no empathy. Maybe she needs to learn a little empathy.
And lately, I've just been getting up as early as I get up, and then I leave. And within like 30 minutes to an hour, I'm out the door. So it's like between 3 and 4 a.m. I'm out the door. And because sometimes I get up at like 2:30 because I go to bed really early, so I get my 8-9 hours. Usually it's not.
She absolutely loves to talk about this over and over and over again. It's that, again, here we go, repetition over and over again about when she goes to bed, and then at certain times she's got to be out the door. This has to be like hammered into their heads, I guess.
Yeah, I get like 9 hours of sleep. So
Right.
I'm going to bed super early, getting up super early, getting all my sleep. If he's getting up early with me, usually he hasn't gotten all his sleep. And this is an assumption I'm making, so I don't know the truth. I'm just making an
Yeah, you do. He's tired. He worked all day.
assumption. And the reason I make that assumption is because it seems like it's really hard for him to follow through with commitments. And we started our relationship hanging out every single morning, working out meeting up at 3:30 in the morning, working out for like 2.5 hours. We had like this was every single morning. We had the most amazing relationship.
That's so sweet.
And he just stopped getting up with me. It's not that he would.
Really. I mean, if you have any understanding here, you always put your best foot forward at the beginning of a relationship. That's the limerence stage. You are enamored. You are excited about being with that person. That's the way it is. All the energy, the excitement, the newness of it, wanting to accommodate something that may not be exactly what you want. And there's a point where things start to get a little bit more comfortable and familiar. And, you're going to settle back a little bit, right? On your regular habits. You're going to kind of, ease up a bit and, your real self. This is natural, I think. But she wants it to go on and on. Maybe she doesn't understand that he was probably really, he wanted to fuck her, so you do what you got to do. Get that woman, keep her, and then, now I got to get some sleep. Let's move on.
Wake up. He just stopped getting up. So rather than trying to get him up and waiting for him and him constantly, after you tell me over and over and over again, you're going to do something and it doesn't happen, and I wait around for you while you either move so slow that it's like that's too much time has passed, or you just don't get out of bed, then I'm going to make the assumption you don't want to do this. So because I love you, I'm going to say, hey, I don't want you to do what you don't want to do. I love you. And so you sleep, and I'm going to get up and do my thing. Like, I'm going to get up and skate. I'm going to get up and be a superhero. I'm going to get up and do yoga, whatever it is. And so this morning, he was supposed to wake up with me. So the alarm goes off at 3:30.
Uh-oh.
We don't even leave the house till like after 6 a.m. So it's like, it took him 2.5 hours to leave the house. And I was like, just like waiting by the door. Like,
God.
I was just like, just being really patient and loving and just witnessing. Like,
man, she only sees life through her eyes. I mean, she's 44 years old, and she's standing there like an impatient. Well, to me, in many ways, she's emotionally like 14 or 15. She just can't believe that she's got to wait around for a grown man with a, busy, probably stressful job. The fact that he's even making an effort at all, and to leave at 6 and do all this active stuff before he goes to work, but this is not good enough. This is just, it's baffling to her. She's flummoxed by this. What are we going to do about this situation?
I don't think this person wants to work out.
Yeah, well, maybe
But
not
at the
that
same
early.
time, like, this is hurting me.
Oh,
And
God.
I was not able to get in touch with why. Like, I value following through. However, if someone doesn't want to do something, I don't want them to do it. So I value, like, integrity, which is like, if you say you're going to do something, that means that you want to do it and you mean to do it and you plan on doing it. And if you're continually not doing it, either your words are not in alignment with your truth and what you want, or there's something going on where, like, you're not taking good care of yourself. Like, what are you needing? So I've said that to
He's
him.
not taking care of himself. He works all day. He wants to sleep. This is where the pretty woman turns into a fucking nag. You know what I mean? You transform right into that. For every beautiful woman, there's a guy sick of fucking her.
I'm like, if you don't get enough rest, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not taking care of me.
Oh, man, look at that. Everything is twisted around to her. Oh, man, I don't know if they're still together. I haven't seen her streaming from his apartment in a while, but run, man, run.
Said this before, and this is when I was like, I'm going to get up and work out and do my thing. So basically this morning, by the time we get to my dojo, it's like,
sorry, I can't.
It's like 6:40.
Oh.
And
the horror
I
of it
started
all.
to have all these emotions well up. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been up for 3.5 hours and there has been no working out. I've been standing around doing nothing. And I was just welling up with all these emotions. Like, we were supposed to go for like a 7 or 8 mile skate and he's gonna run. And we're supposed to do hot yoga. We're supposed to do all this stuff together. And I was just like, I follow through with everything I say. His lunch is always made. His dinner's always made. The bed is always made. The house is always clean. His laundry, like, everything I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I clean the fridge. Every single appliance is cleaned inside and out.
Wow, she's getting mad at taking care of him. Look at that. She's expecting something. See, she's commodifying care. She's doing all this stuff. I did this, I did that, I did this. How come he can't get up at 3 a.m? I'm doing all this stuff. Well, you know what? Just don't do it. Don't do it. You're deciding to do it because you're using that as leverage. And it didn't work because most people are not, most people do not live a life of being a perpetual child like she is. She doesn't understand a work day, the average person's 24-hour life cycle. She doesn't get it. She's like a kid, on summer vacation all the time. So of course she's not going to relate to this. It's just weird. It's weird to listen to this.
I make sure that everything is done. He doesn't have to do anything. And it's like, I just want him to work out with me. And he was not able to follow through. So, okay, so I just... Okay, wait, I'm almost done. So...
Don't talk. Shut up. Keep your mouth shut. And let me go, and let me keep babbling. This is who this guy is listening to. Look at that. Yep, that's his goddess right there. Okay, let's go on. Let's hear more of your self-centered complaints. I can't wait.
All of this is going through me, and Big Ben just feels my loving presence and my energy just being. Is
that all he feels?
And all of a sudden my energy shifts because I'm starting to well up with all these emotions. And I thought, I'm not going to act like nothing's wrong because that's not my truth. So I walked over and I smiled, and my eyes were kind of like filled with emotion. He could tell. And I said, I have a lot of emotions right now. And he gave me a hug. And then I said, I love you. It's not about you. All these emotions I feel is a lot of stuff that's going on in my life. I'm like, it's not you. I'm going to let you know that I need to take care of these emotions. And it's almost 7 o'clock, and we've been up for 3.5 hours, and there's been no working out or hot yoga or skateboarding or running. And these are things that really, really help my emotions and help my pain. And now I have all of this pain, and I'm going to take care of myself. Now it's about self-care.
Right.
And I love you, and I need for you to give me space and for you to leave so that I can do some self-care right now. And I want you to know that these emotions I feel are not about you. It's just about my world and what I have going on. And both of us have a lot going on. And I do need to take care of this right now. And he was just like lingering. I had to ask him to leave, like really kindly again. I was like, and I need you to leave. It's like I love you, goodbye. Because I just had so many emotions, and it's like I don't want to tell these emotions to him because I'm gonna hurt his feelings. So I'm feeling overwhelmed and sad and upset. My body's like upset because it's like you were supposed to be doing hot yoga and feeling amazing, and it's like if he doesn't value these things, then I'm gonna just find people who do, like you and Mama Russia about. But I need to find a workout buddy for like 4 or 5 a.m.
Well, all right, that's the end of that. Let me just repeat the same match. Okay, so at the end of this, finally, I think she figured it out. That's completely what she needs to do, is find, somebody who matches her, energy level at that time of day, and then stop bothering your boyfriend about it. All right. I have to share this with you because this is a real zinger here. All right, so we have this is Frankie Shala or whatever, and I think Mother Russia. I don't know if that's the name of this lady here. So they just did this kind of half-baked, fake yoga stretchy thing, and doing some gyrations or whatever. And these are her disciples. Okay, now I just saw this, and I want to I don't know if the sound is I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. This just oh, it's just so ridiculous. After they're done with their little exercises, what she's doing is she is recruiting them here for them to go out early in the morning and help her steal the rat traps. Okay, so she wants these two people to go out, at 5 or 6 in the morning and steal these things from businesses. So she's gonna come around with paper bags and gloves, and give them the lowdown on what their mission is. So let's listen to this. This is gonna be good.
About the mission. Okay. This is an early morning mission, so I thought we were going to see each other at 4 a.m. So I didn't actually woke up late too. Sunrise is 5:30, so I'm done around 4 a.m. There's 8 rat traps. So I have 4 paper bags, and I have 2 sets of gloves because this is a 2 superhero job at least. Yeah, I can get another set of gloves and bags, and it would be better even with a 3 superhero job. Because we gotta get the rat traps in the neighborhood, we gotta get it really doing my sweep. Because we cannot poison an animal that poisons ourselves. What is the killing in the South? We lost otters and beavers and bears. What is the killing in the South? When is it gonna stop? Okay, so you guys gotta help. We all gotta help. You guys wanna do it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna show you the mission. We're gonna end here.
Oh my God. Okay. There's the trap. I guess these are going to disappear at some point. Look at them. They're like, yeah. You see that woman, the way she's, yeah. Like she totally gets this. This makes total sense. I understand why this is so important. Why we have to go out and do this at 4 in the morning. Recruiting these people. People are such fucking sheep. For fuck's sake. God. Are you that fucking lost? That you're following this dingbat out there and screwing around your whole day to accommodate this stupid shit she wants to do. Ugh, so frustrated. The lack of individuality, the lack of critical thought. Oh, you guys. Well, let's see. I don't know. Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they won't. They think they will. I don't feel a whole lot of enthusiasm in the room. I want to see what happens. Okay. So anyway, oh boy. Thank you once again for watching and listening. I will see you on the next episode of The Daisy Show.